everyone, this is High Priestess Tana, and thank you for tuning in to Tana Temple Healing Works. And I am back with some more intuitive insight, or I'm going to say astrological guidance this time. And I'm going to talk about 2026 being the year of the fire horse in the Chinese zodiac. The Chinese New Year starts February 17th, 2026, and it lasts until February 5th, 2027. So, from what I'm reading, that it brings the energy, freedom, and bold action, and our rare combination of the horse sign with the fire element that occurs every 60 years and signifies dynamic change, passion, and independence. And the key characteristics of the fire horse year, which is this year 2026, is symbolism signifies energy, freedom, independence, and forward movement, while the fire element adds passion, drive, and intensity. And also with energy, you can expect an action packed year with dramatic shifts, rebellious energy, and a strong push for self expression and breaking limitations. Also, this year's theme encourages challenging the status quo, redefining identity, and pursuing bold new journeys. So that is pretty wild, okay? And it says, who is considered a fire horse? People born in these years fall under the firehouse. I'm sorry, the fire horse sign 1906, 1966, and 2026. Since it comes every 60 years, right? So that makes total sense. Who was lucky in 2026? Dogs, sheep, tigers, and horses are predicted to experience significant fortune in the year of the firehouse, according to parade.com and South China Morning Post. And it says that the dates for the 2026 fire horse year starts February 17th, 2026, which is the Chinese New Year, and also ends February 5th, 2027, which is the Lantern Festival. So, yeah, like this is pretty cool. And I was just thinking about this, like how fun this would be to just talk about more about the astrology side, because I do know about astrology and I just wanted to put that out there. But also, some people may think that, um, I guess, some people are very like superstitious, so they have their thoughts and opinions and stuff about these types of things. But overall, I was looking at this really cool article earlier, right? I was trying to find it again. This isn't. It was another one, y'all. I gotta look and see. Um, yeah, for like the predictions, like the 2026 predictions, right? So, it was. I'm thinking, was this the one I was looking at earlier? It may have been. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's just go with this. But this isn't what I was really looking for. I was looking earlier at a few things and I was like, wait a minute. No, no, no. So last year was the year of the wood snake. Last year, which was 2025. It was the year of the wood snake and invited strategy and subtlety. Um, but this year is about demanding action and but action without mindfulness becomes chaos. Okay, that's what some people fear, that the I guess you would say maybe the dark side of this will be people being rebellious, acting very impulsive. It kind of reminds me of that Knight of Wands in reverse type of energy, like scattered all over the place, bringing chaos and destruction, pretty much acting off an impulse. Um, so this is going to be a very fiery year. Um, and it is, I feel something around it that's very strong when it comes to, right, the fire element. So you got to think about it. What do horses like to also do? They like to run and they like to race. So I was just thinking about that. Like, if you have that, and I'm thinking about what does this bring to people who are like Sagittarius or something, because that sign is like part horse and part man, and that's that energy right there, kind of almost like a fire horse energy anyway, because if you think about it, Sagittarius is ruled by fire, the element fire, and Sagittarius is represents like a centaur, like, or centaur, half man half horse type of energy. So um wow, I guess it's going to be a very prosperous year maybe for Sagittarius too. And people who have like fiery elements in their charts or fiery placements, or who are fire signs in particular, I just feel like maybe Sagittarius might get more lucky this year. But yeah, so also if you have a business that relates to fire, such as light and power, electronics, jewelry, internet, beauty, advertising, interior design, cooking, restaurants, and public speaking, that might work in your favor more, because um yeah, like, fire does what it burns, but also it can burn too quickly, so you have to be careful to make sure you count your battles wisely and not just dive into a lot of different, I guess you would say, business ventures that may not bring you prosperity. But if you feel like it's something that's going to be related to um, the element of fire, you might be very lucky to have a very auspicious year this year. What else? So I was also thinking that, oh, they were saying that the best astrological matches with the fire horse will be Tiger. Both are energetic and adventurous, making for an exciting partnership. So I guess they're going by like the Chinese zodiac, and like how they have compatibility with the zodiac, that system that we usually use here, um, like in the United States or other parts of the world. Yeah, so this pretty much is like the Chinese zodiac that I'm speaking of. So Tiger, both are energetic and adventurous, making for an exciting partnership. Then we have Dog, the horse's independence complements the dog's loyalty and support, and Goat. After this, actually, that I've come to find out, after the year of the fire horse, we're going to be going into the year of the goat. And yeah, the horse's uh dynamism balances the ghost's gentleness and creativity. And challenging matches will be the rat. Differences in priorities and communication styles may lead to conflicts. So you have the ox. The horse's need for freedom may clash with the ox's preference for stability and rooster. Both may struggle with control issues, wow, and differing approaches to life. So yeah, this is very interesting. But I would say this is the year to just live out loud and unapologetically, and just be yourself and free yourself, and but just make wise decisions while doing so. If you want to change your style, your look, your hair, it's funny because I'm trying to come out with the fiery hair for this video, right? So it's like giving tropical, it's like serving tropical punch, fruit punch, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care, it's just for a video. But yeah, yeah, this is pretty cool. Like, I don't know a whole lot about the Chinese horoscope like that, but I do study astrology and the horoscopes in general. But Chinese horoscopes, I know of it to a certain extent. But if you have been working very hard this year, it seems like you're going to have a very great year when it comes to making progress. And things might happen very rapidly for you because this is the fire horse. So, whatever goals you've been working on, they might manifest rather quickly, more quickly than usual. But you got to make sure if you have a lot of money, don't spend a whole lot of money on unnecessary things that you just don't need. Don't splurge. Don't, um, just go over the top doing things without thinking them through thoroughly, certain decisions thoroughly. You have to think. You really do have to think about your actions. It could be challenging for some people when it comes to like financial fluctuations and internal struggles that you may have because it's such a powerful energy. You might want to take it in consideration of, I guess, like choosing your words wisely as well as, um, like I said, choosing your battles wisely too. You don't want to just get into an explosive argument with someone in a higher position of authority, like in a corporate setting or anything like that. You don't want to put yourself in a awkward position. It's not going to be good. I would say that, yeah, you have to be careful about who you're getting into confrontations with. Also, it was another one too. Another thing I was thinking about, if you've been battling whether or not if you're strong enough or powerful enough or courageous enough to do something, you are, and this year's the time for you to live out your dreams, to shine, to be confident. You may step into leadership, a position of leadership. You may be more confident. Like I said, you may start choosing a different way you dress, how the way you wear your hair, your makeup, or how the way you're groomed. Like if you're a male, and you may change your style, you may become more like sexually attractive, or your aura might change. Like you may come off as being more charismatic or magnetic. Um, you might also just overall, just speaking to the collective in general, um, things might change drastically and very quickly in your life, and it will leave you feeling like uncertain about certain things. So you have to think fast. Um, there's another thing I was thinking of. Oh my goodness. New beginnings and renewal. It's like a year of rebirth in a way. It kind of reminds me of the phoenix energy. That's what my hair kind of giving like phoenix energy. Um, you will have a lot of hope and positivity as well along the way, as long as you know exactly what you want, how you want it, and you have an action plan. Um, something else I was thinking of. You might also want to prioritize your diet and exercise and form more healthy habits. Um, I would say this is the year to also trust your intuition slash discernment more. Your intuition could be on fire. Like you could be getting ideas left and right and visions left and right, or spiritual downloads or messages left and right. Just trust your skills, your abilities, your intuition, and also whatever goals, like I said before, that you want to pursue. This will be the right time. If you choose to spend your money wisely and save, you will find that you will be financially stable throughout the year. I'm not saying that things can't happen because, as you know, life can throw curveballs. So that's why you got to stay ready by saving some money, and you'll be okay. Like I said, good communication is key. It will prevent you from uh, having disputes with unnecessary disputes or arguments or disagreements with people. What else am I thinking about? I'm also, it was something else I was thinking of too. Like, when I'm thinking of freedom, right? There's nothing wrong with having sex, but again, select your partners wisely. And also when it comes to freedom, I'm thinking like freedom of expression, like I said before, how you act, how you look. You may want to choose to change your vocabulary a little bit. You may want to be a little bit more, you know, up to date with your slang or something like that. Or you may come off as being a little, a little sassy or a little spicy, got a little spice to you or something like that, and people like, whoa, like where did this come from? Or you may be very passionate romantically, but also when it comes to your goals, like you're very passionate about what you want to achieve. You might be inspired to delve into different things, different projects or business ventures, like I said before, or different forms of expression. You might want to start a YouTube page or a TikTok page, or, like I said, play around with exploring different small businesses or like a pop up shop or something, or take one of your passions that you like and you capitalize off of it, or capitalize from it. And you might be just in a stage of exploration, so you might want to just explore different things about yourself. You could be turned into a brand new man or woman or a brand new person, however you want to put it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a lot to look forward to, but also you have to take the good with the bad as well, because no year is perfect. Um, Also, you can't let horoscopes consume you. This is just a way of looking at life through a different lens. It's just like a guide to help you throughout the year. Like, like I say, you always gotta use your own discernment, okay? So you don't want to just take everything and not take everything in. Basically, you don't want to do that. Take everything in and not use your own discernment as to what fits you and what doesn't fit you. Um, yeah. So overall, it was, wait a minute, it was something else. It was something really, really cool that I was watching earlier. I mean, reading earlier. Okay. Let's see. Oh, my eyes are itching so bad. Y'all think it's this hair. Oh my goodness. So, what else? Hmm. So, what I'm getting to, the best jobs for people who, I guess, fall into the category of being born in a year of the horse. Let's see. Wait a minute. That doesn't. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to question that. Okay, I guess it's a difference. I don't know if it's a difference between a year of the horse and a year of the fire horse. It's the same. No, it's the same thing. Okay, so okay, that's what I was thinking of. If you, oh, okay, in this year, it carries strong yang fire energy. So yang is masculine energy, yin is feminine energy. Yeah, yeah. So yes, yang is the concept. representing masculine energy in Chinese philosophy associated with activity, light, assertiveness, strength, and outward expression, contrasted with yin, the feminine, receptive, and inward focused energy. However, both energies exist within everyone, regardless of gender, and balance is key for harmony. Yep. So, I want to also, excuse me, y'all, point out the characteristics of yang masculine energy is action driven, or action oriented. My apologies. Driving force for achievement, output, and productivity, assertive and direct, meaning that is characterized by focus, logic, and decision making, light and warmth, which is associated with the sun, brightness and expansion. And then we have protective, which is the energy of providing and protecting as seen in relationships and family. Okay. Yeah. And also in relationships, masculine energy or yang energy often seeks receptive yin energy and vice versa, creating a dynamic attraction. A healthy individual understands and integrates both energies for personal growth, understanding that a deficiency in one, like a lack of yang in childhood, can affect development, allegedly. Okay, so I wanted to emphasize that. Okay, so some people also argue that this year brings heightened instability rather than stability. So, like I said, you just have to pretty much pick your poison at this point. I'm not even trying to be shady, y'all. It's just like you got to pick your poison, okay? All right, so, um, yeah, I just, I'm just reading stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, and using my intuition. But y'all, this was a blast though. It was cool. Yeah. Um, I want to go ahead and wrap this up. But overall, I do feel like there's going to be a boost of luck, and you may have more highs than lows. But if the lows that you might experience might really test your level of patience and um, I would say not just your patience, but also how the way you view life in general to a certain extent. Yeah. Some people say that when it comes to financial stability, some people may lose a lot of money more so than bringing in a lot of money. But, hey, and some people say that the horse can face higher risk of sudden losses, but every two people in a world situation is not the same, okay? But I do feel like there are going to be some changes in flux that might happen suddenly and just out of the blue, like, whoa, hit you like a ton of bricks. Like, damn, I was just doing good, 1 minute, and look at this shit here. But overall, I do feel like it's going to be an auspicious year. Overall, I do feel like there are going to be a lot of victories and a lot of confidence boost, and you might even find yourself becoming popular on certain platforms or at your job. You might get a raise or promotion, or you might be, uh, how would I say, put in some type of leadership position. And you might just break free out of some type of stagnation that you experienced back in 2025. I'm not saying this is going to happen right away this year, but if it's going to happen, as long as you stay focused, grounded, and choose what you put your energy into, make sure it's positive more so than negative. Telling you, you're going to be like a magnet, like attracting everything left and right. If as long as you're confident within yourself, you keep your faith strong, and you have hope and you have patience. Okay. Yeah, but I'm still looking for that damn article, y'all. That I really like that. I was like, oh man. Oh, when it comes to school and learning too, I feel like you're going to learn a lot of information. Like if you're on a job learning a lot of new skills or information or new tools or technology, it's going to be like rapid fire, like like you're just going to be learning all this stuff and just writing like or type it real fast. I just get that, like you're going to be a fast learner. But anyway, let me wrap this up. My name is High Priestess Tana. Thank you for tuning in to Tana Temple Healing Works. And I hope you enjoyed my Chinese zodiac breakdown of the fire horse and what it brings to the year 2026. Well, what is bringing into the year 2026. Okay. Thank you so much. Peace. I love y'all. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay calm. Don't let people piss you off. If they do piss you off, go meditate, drink some water, eat some fruit, something, pray. Okay, peace. It's been a pleasure as usual. All right, take care. See you later.